South Africa has just released a new series on Netflix called Umthetho. Now, this series is the adaptation of Brotherhood. The Brazilian series that was also released on Netflix. Now, the whole series is centered around a crime and the injustice that is being done in a prison where one of the Dlamini brothers is being held. We do see that there is Bali, the main star, who has grew up to be a lawyer. Now, when her brother got arrested, she kind of watched the whole thing and it was super traumatizing for her. And I think this was a motivation factor that made her to become a lawyer when she was grown, because she wanted to fight injustice. Now, it has been some time since she has not been in contact with her brother, and it does seem like her father did everything he could to keep her away from her brother. But she found herself attending her brother's case and being shocked. She therefore being approached by her brother's wife, Carol, and she's like, listen, your brother is being held at the hole. So apparently there is a hole in prison where prisoners are being tortured, and this is against the law. So therefore, Bali must kind of forge a paper, and since she's working as an attorney, it will be easy for her to forge some paper that demands the prison operator to release this prisoner. But once the prison operator realizes that no man, Bali is too much attached to this prisoner, it makes her to go and investigate even further. Why is it that she wanted the specific prisoner released? She therefore finds out that Bali forged the papers. She claimed to be somebody that she is not, and she gets her fired. Not only does she get her fired, she also gets her into prison. She gets her arrested. So therefore, Bali could not survive in prison. She's just not built for prison. She is therefore approached by an prosecutor who claims that, listen, Bali, if you become a snitch, you snitch on your brother's operations, because we know that your brother is planning and doing the bombing of the money cars, and is doing just a lot of illegal activities even outside the prison. Prisoners are escaping. You make sure that you spy on your brother. We're going to drop all the charges against you. Bali does so. Bali goes and visits her brother for the first time in her life. And it's not an easy discussion. She therefore says that she has been fired, she needs a job, she wants to start working for the brother. But of course, her brother does not fully trust her, because we do see that the brother have a bit of trust issues. So once there, the brother tasked her with releasing 2 of his criminal friends to say, if you can get them out of those walls, therefore we're going to trust you. Bali go and strike a deal with the prosecutor again and the prison operator to say, listen, you need to release 2 of these prisoners. Of course, the prison operator at first is not keen to the idea of releasing prisoners. Like, what do you even mean? Why should I release criminals, But anyway, because they want the bigger picture, they end up signing the deal. And indeed, Bali gets those prisoners out. Indeed, Bali gets these prisoners out of prison, and for some reason, she have gained her brother's trust. Her brother is now more trusting towards her, saying, oh, well done, Bali. And for some reason, Bali just joined the gang, And now, one thing that I forgot to mention, because there's just a lot that is happening. And I feel like in South Africa, we have seen so much of the storylines that honestly is tiring for us to watch. Honestly, because I have also watched Brotherhood, it's kind of drained me. I did not feel like this was the great series. I'm not even going to lie. This is my honest review of the series. If you have watched Brotherhood from Brazil, you will not enjoy the South African series. It's legit a copy and paste, kinda. So I have only watched one episode. I have not watched anything further than that. And I'm like, okay, let me do a review of the series, and see how do you all like it. Do you like it? Do you want me to move forward and tell you what is happening? And there's a whole series. But yeah, it is like a bit daunting to me, honestly. It is a bit daunting that all this has to be done and said, you know. It's a bit daunting, so I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, about this whole series. It's, I don't know how to put it, you know, in words maybe, but I'm not happy about the whole series. But let me say I will continue with it, and I will come back, you guys, and give you my honest, full review of Bali, because right now she is in underwater. She's been trying to get someone else arrested. Like, she's just going through under a lot of water. So I'll come back and tell you how is that going. But so far, not happy.